Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on KAJ, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Don Fisher. Senator Steve Daines says he will now vote yes on a proposed Senate tax cut bill, saying that he has secured billions for Main Street businesses. Daines has previously stated that he would vote no on the bill in its current state, saying he had concerns for Montana's businesses. But after securing $60 billion in tax cuts for those businesses and moving the deductible rate from about 17.5% to 20%, he says he's much more comfortable with the bill.
There's been some good progress for Main Street businesses in this tax cut bill. I was able to secure more than $60 billion in tax cuts for Main Street businesses. In fact, these Main Street businesses will then be able to provide more jobs and, importantly, higher wages in Montana as well as across the country. I've seen enough progress to vote yes today to move the debate forward to the Senate floor.
And moving on to weather, more light snow may be on the way for northwestern Montana. And for a look at what we can expect for the rest of the week, let's turn it over to Chief Meteorologist Aaron Yost for a look at our first forecast. Aaron?
Yeah, over the next almost 24 hours, we will stay pretty quiet across northwest Montana. Some changes, though, move in tomorrow night as our next disturbance starts to move into the region. Right now, though, pretty quiet. We are still seeing a few clouds out there, but they have really started to break up compared to what we've seen earlier today. And that will lead us to the potential of some patchy freezing fog tomorrow morning across some of our valley locations. A good portion of your Thursday will be mostly cloudy, highs in the upper 30s. But again, that next disturbance moves in by Friday morning. Got more details coming up in your full forecast.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Affordable housing is an issue in nearly every community across the Treasure State, but the Montana Board of Housing says it's especially pressing in northwest Montana. That's why the Courtyard Apartments in Kalispell were chosen by the Montana Board of Housing to receive a $4.5 million housing credit for a 32-unit acquisition rehabilitation project. The housing credit offers an opportunity to expand affordable housing to those who qualify as homeless or low income. The total project investment is just under $5 million and will result in 58 Montana jobs. And Kalispell isn't the only community to receive a housing credit. The board awarded more than $27 million in federal housing credits to various organizations around the state. The executive director of the Montana Board of Housing says that though they received 18 applications from communities, they were only able to award 5. Billings, Butte, Lewistown, and Livingston were the other communities to receive the credits this year. And the hard work of hundreds of community members over the last year and a half has made Kalispell's Woodland Ice Rink a much more modern facility for skaters and others. MTN's Jack Ginsburg takes us to the grand reopening.
18 months ago, the Flathead Valley Hockey Association decided they wanted to ramp up their program by creating a more practical skating facility. Hundreds of volunteers from the community spent all summer fundraising and building a permanent ice rink at Woodland Park, and tonight, all that hard work came to fruition. There was a ribbon-cutting ceremony, kids skated on the new ice, and paper plate awards were given to community members who helped this dream become a reality. In the past, they had to go through a weeks-long process to set up the rink, just to be torn down at the end of the winter.
It was a very long process. We had hundreds of 5-gallon buckets from Home Depot, and we'd have to fill every single one of them full of water and place them on little tubes to help them stay under the sand, and that took several weeks. But now, with all the work we put in this summer, we're not going to have to do that ever again, which is really exciting.
The new rink comes with better cooling technology that will make it easier to maintain the ice throughout the winter.
It gives us a longer season. So whereas we didn't start until November, we're hoping to now begin our season in mid-October and run it through March.
One of the best features of the new rink is the layer of concrete underneath the ice. When the warmer months come, the kids will be able to trade their skates for sneakers and be able to play summer sports like basketball and lacrosse.
Bussey thinks the new rink will become a local favorite that can serve the community for years to come.
It could really become a great outdoor venue and really revitalize Woodland Park, we believe.
Some of the hockey players also voiced their excitement about the new rink.
You guys excited for the new hockey rink?
Yeah!
You like skating?
Yeah!
You guys gonna score some goals?
Yeah!
In Kalispell, Jack Ginsburg, MTN News.
And the rink is already getting a jump start on community-wide events as there will be a beer fest this weekend. The Kalispell Veterans Center is inviting the community to check out their expanded center during their open house event this Friday. The event will start at noon, and organizers say it will give the community an opportunity to see their renovations, meet the staff, and learn more about their programs, events, and activities. The center offers services to all veterans, service members, guard members, and reservists who deployed to a combat zone or experienced military trauma while in the service. Also, non-perishable food items will be collected and donated to the Northwest Montana Veterans Food Pantry for distribution this holiday season. The center serves Flathead, Lake, Lincoln, and Sanders counties. Columbia Falls High School speech and debate students returned from the 52nd Montana Model United Nations Conference with some bragging rights. The conference was held at the University of Montana last week and attended by more than 300 students from Montana and Idaho high schools. Students participated in simulations of United Nations sessions, including debating and negotiating. Columbia Falls won the Outstanding Large School Award, beating out all large delegations, with several students ranking in the top 1%. The Montana State Fund will withdraw its lawsuit against the state over a $30 million charge on the fund's investment holdings. The fund's board of directors voted 5-2 this afternoon to pull out of the lawsuit. During this month's special legislative session, lawmakers approved a temporary management fee on some state fund investments as a way to help fill Montana's budget shortfall. But the fund's president argued that state fund money can't be transferred for other purposes, so the charge was illegal. During today's meeting, a number of businesses owners called on the board to continue their lawsuit, and they argued allowing this would encourage the legislator to take more money from the fund in the future. But board members who supported ending the suit said moving forward with it would be too risky. The future for lecturers at the University of Montana is once again uncertain after a draft of a letter indicates no contracts will be renewed following the spring semester. MTN's Eric Clemens spoke with a member of the UM's facility union and shows us what this could mean for the school.
This letter has not yet been sent out, but if the current draft is any indication, University of Montana administrators are taking drastic measures to make ends meet. UM leaders have been working for some time to slim down the budget, but faculty union leaders worry this is not an appropriate action and could end up hurting the school more than it helps. The current draft of a letter from University of Montana administrators indicates that the school is preparing to eliminate wholesale the position of lecturer from the school as it currently exists. Instead, the school would hire adjuncts to fill the role. The decision could impact as many as 35 lecturers. This would allow the school more flexibility in hiring, as year-long contracts would no longer exist, and teachers would be hired on a class-by-class basis. UM Faculty Union spokesperson Lee Banville worries this could drive away quality professors.
I think what it means is if you're a good one, you're going to leave. And really, when you look at who these people are, you know, the people like Gary Kerr, or Robert Stubblefield, or Josh Slotnick from the Pease Farm, these are like institutions within the institution, and they are like part of the reason a lot of kids come here. So the experience of undergrads is going to be really damaged by this.
Banville worries this decision could have long-lasting and far-reaching consequences for the school.
These are decisions that will change the way that the university operates. It will change the kinds of people who are teaching here and, you know, the kinds of people we attract in the future.
A key issue for the faculty union is the speed with which this decision could be made and the apparent lack of transparency that went into the process.
For it to be made essentially quite suddenly and without any input from, I mean, they didn't talk to the union at all about this. You know, it just seems like we're back to where we were, you know, 5 months ago, where I thought maybe we were going to actually have more of a working together thing, but that appears not to be the case.
Now again, this letter has not yet been sent out, and as a draft, it could still change before it is sent out. Banville expects something substantial to happen by early next week at the latest. UM officials have not yet released a statement regarding this letter. In Missoula, Eric Clements, MTN News.
And if contracts are not renewed, the approximate 35 positions could be eliminated by May of next year. And up next, Aaron is back with an extended look at your forecast for the week. And later, summer-worried grizzlies along the northern continental divide are about to lose protection as a threatened species. That story and more coming up.